Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Hey, it is Monday the 15th of March and we are back for another Monday Night Live plus a live build-up to Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Liverpool Football Club. Matt Drift, how are you guys doing today?
Feeling alright, you know. I'm alright today. No, I'm alright, you know. I'm alright, guys. Listen, we've got Wolves. Jota's going back potentially to the Molyneux. I reckon he will start. I think we kind of know he probably will start.
Yeah, he has to.
The last time we played Wolves, correct me if I'm wrong, Cal, we beat them 4-0. Comfortable. Yeah. I know we're a different Liverpool. Yeah, we're a different Liverpool now. I get it. We ain't been that same Liverpool. I get it. But I'm looking at it as like this. If we go out, we'll go out on the shield, fam. We just have to go ham in this game, innit? We just got to go ham and see what happens. We're most likely not going to get top four, but let's just give it our best shot. Hopefully, Jota can get a hat-trick and we move.
We move. Famous
I hate
words
to bring you
Matt.
Down, Matt, but I got a little something I got to let you know.
Now, why? Why? We're going to
get into that. We're going to get some. What I am going to do is I'm going to just start with a couple of the questions. So on Friday, obviously, we had Rival Watch and Kopish calling, but we couldn't get to all the callers. So I did say to message me your questions, and a few of you did. So I'm just going to start with these questions and then get into the show properly. So this is from Finn Wade. So following on from the Legends talk we had, who do you think is or will become a legend under Klopp's reign? And when we look back in the future, will we think is a legend, if anyone at all? Who do you reckon, guys? Who would be legends from this current?
You lot won't like my answer because you lot have a different opinion than I do on this whole thing.
Oh, here we go.
But I think anyone who played any kind of substantial part in the last 2 years is a Liverpool legend just by right, especially that we won the Premier League for our first time.
I love the way you said last 2 years still.
Yeah, but even though the first year was a part of the cycle of the intensity, we didn't win anything that year, so I can't really count that year.
No, we won the Champions League. If you talk about the last 2 years.
Oh no, I'm talking about the 2 years of success. Sorry, the 2 years of success.
Oh, success. Yeah. To say legend, do you know what? All right, I know we do the whole criteria of in terms of how long they played for the level they played at, but I think if we just have to say it now, top of the head, for me, certainties are just certainties. Virgil van Dijk, Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, Jordan Henderson, Trent, Robbo, and Milner and Genie. Those are the people that you'd be looking at. And sorry. Alisson. I knew you thought I was gonna say Bobby. No, I'm Bobby as well. I'm Bobby. That chord of players there. Let's say, for example, we go on to win another major trophy, whether it's next year or
you left Fabinho out.
Oh, sorry, Fabinho. That's a lot of players that are legends, though.
This is what I'm saying. Everyone who played a substantial part in winning the Premier League and the Champions League, they're legends now. We've never won the Premier League before.
My list is a lot shorter than Matt and Juice.
Yeah, do you know what? All right, do you know what, Cal? Maybe they will go down as club legends, but I think legends outside of Liverpool, that's a different argument. So how they're perceived outside of Liverpool. So you see, like for example, Virgil van Dijk, I think, will just be perceived as a footballing legend when it's all said and done, most likely.
Same thing depends on how he comes back from his injury.
And Salah and people like that. But I think when it comes to that Liverpool legends, maybe within the club, I think they probably will go down as legends if they keep up. Well, they got to get better, but you know what I'm saying? If we win a couple of trophies in the next couple of years, because that'll be like, out of the last 5 years, they've won 4 major honours or they've picked up 4 big trophies. Obviously, that's the Champions League, the Premier League. Say we don't win nothing this season, but say they were to go on and win another 2 major trophies, you kind of would have to put them maybe as legends if you're talking about they win another Champions League or a Premier League. They probably would go down as a club legend in that way, in my opinion, maybe.
Fair enough. For me, current legends are Henderson, Milner, Mane, Firmino, Genie.
Salah?
No, hear me out. Salah and Virgil as well.
Oh.
But those are just the current ones. But I think most of the others will become legends. Just in my current opinion. Just like I'm talking right now. The reason why I said those players is because they were kind of from the beginning.
I get you.
Whereas Alisson was sort of one of the final pieces of the puzzle along with Fabinho. Whereas Milner, Henderson, Firmino, Mane, Salah, they were sort of the foundation, in my opinion. Robbo as well, Robbo, Trent. So yes, they were the foundation before we really became the juggernaut. So they laid all the groundwork and the others came in and they just took us to another level as well. That's so not to say that they don't... But not to say that these other guys, like Ali, I think will definitely become a legend. I think other players, like if Jota continues the way he's been going, he'll become a legend as well. So it's like...
Has the potential to be.
Guys, here's the reason why I think it's a little bit liberty to disinclude certain people, because remember I said I still think there's a tier within the legendary status. So it's kind of like you've got two brackets. You've got a legend because of an achievement that you made, and you've got a legend because you were just so good. You're just that dude and you're one of the best players that's ever played for the club. And I think there are levels to this, because I don't want to be disingenuous to people like Vladimir Smica, for example, who scored one of the goals that won us the 2005 Champions League, which is a legendary... No, let me finish. Which is a legendary moment in our club's history. So he might not be a legend the same way as Steven Gerrard will be. That's obvious. But if you score one of the goals and you were a good player for us as well, it wasn't like that was the only thing you ever did. Vladimir Smica played a very good role as a Liverpool player over the length of his contract and while he was there. And then you're a part of that night. You're a part of a legendary moment. How can you be a part of a legendary moment and not be seen as a legendary person? There's levels to the legendariness. Like,
but no.
In my opinion, that's how
fair enough. No, fair enough. In my opinion, I see it as you was part of a legendary moment, but that doesn't make you a legendary player. Because in my opinion, and again, it's just my opinion. No one's right or wrong. It's just a case of when you're a legend, it's either you're a legend or you're not a legend. I don't think there's tiers, because legend for me is the highest status that you can get in football. Yeah. Like the highest status, bro. Like, so I don't, and again, that's why I wouldn't say there's tiers, because, for example, I'll use him as an example, Divock Origi has had a legendary moment in our football club. Legendary, bro. Man scored in the Champions League final.
I was going to say, you need to put a on that.
And he iced it. He actually iced the thing, He iced it. Yeah.
Make sure you put a plural on that, bro.
But
he's had legendary moments. Yes.
Yeah, legendary. But I'm not gonna say he's a legendary player for the club, and that's no disrespect, bro. Because that's why I say to you, there's cult status. Them man will always be cult heroes, bro, for what they've done on that journey. Because they were still part of the journey, fam. But that's what it is.
I agree with Matt. I think the best way of me saying it is, a fighter, for example, could have a legendary knockout, but they weren't a legendary knockout artist. Just because you have one amazing knockout doesn't necessarily mean like you're an amazing person who continuously knocks out people. Like you just had one exceptional moment. And I think that's the case with Origi. I think Origi's had some exceptional moments in the same way Smica had some exceptional moments. Like, again, it's not just Champions League final. He scored winners against Chelsea, a couple other teams as well. So Smica's done his bit. Origi's done his bit to help us through history. I can't sit here and say that they're legends of the club. Not in the same realms as your Robbie Fowlers and your Steven Gerrards and your Carragher.
That's why I said I feel like there are levels. But what you lot saying makes sense. I'm not going to argue with it and say what you lot saying is rubbish. Fair enough. But for me, I just feel like if you're part of a legendary moment in our history, I feel like it kind of makes you a legend by association.
Do you think like someone? I'm not even going to take credit for this. This is United Team Talk saying, question for you lot, is Oli a legend of Man United?
Oh, of course he is.
I disagree.
Solskjaer won them an FA Cup with some of his goals. He helped them win the Champions League. He's one of their top goal scorers in their club history. Come on, man.
I don't think he's one of their top goal scorers in club history.
I'm sure he got 100 goals for the club, right?
I don't know.
No, I think he might. No,
I'm sure Solskjaer got 100 goals for the club.
He's Solskjaer, Man United legend. It's a mad one. You know why? Because he was known as obviously the babyface assassin that come off the bench, but obviously, like if you look at his, actually, do you want to know something?
Right.
Don't
think he's a.
For me, legends are highest of the highest, bro.
Yeah,
like, you've got to
when
be
I think of legend, man, think of like Van Nistelrooy. Man, think of like.
But why is Van Nistelrooy a legend and Ollie ain't though, Matt? Because Ollie probably contributed to more success than Van Nistelrooy.
Because Van Nistelrooy, Van Nistelrooy done it. You don't think? Because the thing is, Van Nistelrooy done it.
I'm not saying categorically no for Van Nistelrooy. I'd have to think about that. But like, if you said Rooney's a Man United.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Rooney been there, done everything.
Man United legend. So it's not for me. It's not just about the goals. It's the impact you make and all that, and consistency. That's what I was gonna say. Van Nistelrooy's consistency was fake. What was it? 150 goals in 200 appearances or something like that. I'm not even joking. But
wasn't he only at the club for 3 or 4 years though?
I was just gonna say that. So it's like I've quite openly said I don't think Torres and Suarez they're Liverpool legends. Personally.
Yeah, you got a point.
You know what? It is a tough one, isn't it? I think it's one of those ones that maybe you just have to leave up to interpretation.
Maybe it's not
the individual's interpretation. Because I'm sorry, I'm not having Torres ain't a Liverpool legend. I'm not having that.
But is that because of your love for him?
Your affiliation for man?
Yes, it's 100% biased. 100% biased.
So then that's not.
The man can't take what he says seriously about certain man.
Basically, he's gone to court and said, "Yes, I committed the crime, but could you just let me off, Your Honor?"
He's basically saying, "You can see what I did it. I had to. But allow me."
because if you told me to name the top 10 Liverpool strikers, I'm probably going to put Torres in there. And I don't know how you cannot be a legend of the club if you're one of the top 10 best strikers to play.
Because for me, it's got to be top 2 or top 3 if you're going to be.
Yeah, to be a legend, there's no top 10 in legend, bro.
Hold on, so if it's top 2 or 3, then who are we leaving out? Rush, Owen, Fowler. Who are we leaving out?
All right, if I'm
Rush is definitely.
All right. Let me ask you like this: John Aldridge only played for Liverpool for a season and a half, 2 seasons at the most. He's a Liverpool legend, surely. You lot don't think John Aldridge is a Liverpool legend?
No, he probably is. I changed it.
I think he just missed his out.
Top 5. No, it's probably top 5. It's got to be top, because top 2 or 3 is a bit mad. Maybe top 5.
Is it? All right. Let me ask you guys a question.
Maybe top
if I was to say the 10th best striker in the world, would you say that 10th best striker is world class?
Yeah, of course.
Why though? Because shouldn't world class mean you walk into virtually any team in world football?
No, bro, because if there's 100,000 people that do something and you're top 10, then of course you're world class. You're in the top 10 For me, world class means apart from maybe 1 or 2 teams in world football, you walk into every team.
That's what I was gonna say, because I feel like
Harry Kane, Lewandowski, undeniably world class. Name me 3 teams they don't walk into.
Yeah, but again, I think there's levels to world class because I think Messi is way above everybody that we're going to say, but they're in the same bracket.
No, Messi's just elite, though. Messi's elite.
This is why I kept on going back to world class.
Messi's elite. He's above that, though.
Messi's a legend.
Back in the day,
they're legends. They're legends.
I'm gonna go far back here to my proper childhood. Yeah, so maybe nostalgia plays a part with my young mind. But somebody like Christian Vieri, Vieri was a world-class striker, in my opinion, based on my young...
He was.
But Christian Vieri wasn't top 10 in the world.
No, bro. In those days, and in that era...
There were 10 strikers better than Vieri at that time.
No, there wasn't. Should I tell you why? He was rivaling guys like Batistuta and them, man.
Yeah. Bro, let me ask you this, yeah?
No, Vieri was Salas and them, man, there.
But remember back in the day, yeah, let's keep it real. The younger viewers might get a bit lost in this, yeah. But back in the day, in the 90s and the early noughties, yeah, every single team had a world-class player. It weren't like now where it was like, oh, there might be one here or there might be one there. If you played for AC Milan, Juventus, Inter Milan, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, you were there was probably in every position, especially defense and striker, there was a world-class player.
Do we say that with nostalgia though?
No. I think if we went back to like that 99, say we went back to 1998 and we went through every team in that you would consider a top club at that time, Bayern Munich, AC Milan, everybody had a world-class centre-back and a world-class striker. Every team. It was just how it was because there were more quality players around than there are now.
No, but they were clear though. Just those players that you're talking about, in my opinion, were kind of clear of the rest. Whereas in today's age, I think a lot of people think like, I don't know, like give an example. Like some people used to say like, when Eden Hazard was at Chelsea, he could talk to a man like Messi and Ronaldo, just like he's lacking the goals. And if he went to a bigger club, like he'll be as good as them. It's like, no, Messi and Ronaldo are just clear of Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard has amazing talent and is arguably one of the most technically gifted players in world football. But that does not put him in an elite category. And that's where we get lost. People like, because what it is though, Drift, the gap has closed. Let's be real, the gap is closed. Your kind of good winger is now getting kind of close to your world class winger. That's what it was.
I think that's what it is. Yeah,
because the levels have gone higher, fam.
People exaggerate players so much nowadays.
Quickly, like Drift, like this is how we. And let's be real,
players can have 3 good games in a month, and they're automatically on. He's knocking on the verge of being world class. I'm like, no,
that's people that are being stupid, though.
No,
but that's quite a normal thing.
As football fans, we all get gassed of our own players, and I think we have a right to. Let's be real, people, and I'm going to say this now. When Virgil van Dijk played his first 5 games, I will sit there and say he's the best centre back in my football. You can't tell me nothing. Like real talk, and it's not because of. I was getting gassed. I can see the potential.
But you didn't really believe it until about a year and a half later.
Yeah. But at the same time, in my brain, and when I used to speak to you, I used to be like, bro, you don't know something. I ain't gonna say it out loud yet, but I think VVD low-key might be the best centre back already, you know. And we used to be like, it's a bit early to make that shout, but it's mad that like you just get carried away when you see someone that good. The emotion and the affiliation with the player, with the club, it takes you over. And sometimes you get caught up in it. It happens sometimes.
I don't want to go too far on this, but I still feel like you can be world class and not be like top 3 or 4 or what. Like I'm even thinking about like Man United, for example. I hate to big them up, but when they did the treble and they were going on with all their madness back in the day, when you think about it, they had Teddy Sheringham, Cole, York.
Sheringham were world class.
I think there's an argument to say Teddy Sheringham was world class.
Top class, not world class.
He was a level
top
below.
Performer for Tottenham, always performed for England. Went to Man United, top performer for Man United. What didn't make him world class?
For me, he wasn't world class.
For me, it was
very, very good, but not.
For me, it goes. You got international, then it goes world class, then you got elite. I would have said he was high, like international class at the highest level, but he weren't world class.
Was Hasselbank world class?
Drift, we're gonna be all day, you know.
Hasselbank's a tough one.
I don't know. He had a hum of a right foot.
He
did.
I'm just saying, maybe a lot of this is down to the interpretation of the player, of the person themselves as well. That's why with football, one thing I like is
probably not.
Apart from a factual statement like he scored a goal yesterday, which is a factual statement that you can't disagree with. I think a lot of football is down to the individual and whatever you hold within yourself or what you think. And I think that's why we love football anyway. So I think things like this, you can kind of leave it up to the person of what do you get what I mean? And let that person make that decision on, because some people might say Ravanelli wasn't world class, and other people go, "Are you crazy?"
I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at the comments. Like people will not let me live this Ronaldinho thing down. How many times do I have to apologize? I am sorry, people. I made a mistake.
Man. I think actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm gonna say it because you see me. Yeah, I say things and I'll be real. I don't care what people think in it. It's just my belief. Yeah, my belief. I'm gonna big up my chest because I know I'm about to get hammered here by the people in the chat. This is a big take I'm about to say, yeah? Do you remember when Drift used to say like, Neymar might be like the most talented, one of the most talented players he's ever seen, yeah?
Yeah, you man used to gun me because I didn't agree.
No, but hear me out.
I still believe it.
I'm gonna say this. No, he is. I'm gonna say this though. I actually think Neymar potentially might be a better dribbler than Ronaldinho, you know?
See you later.
No, bro. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you. He don't want the smoke. All right, cool. Don't want to smoke. Drift, let me tell you why, yeah? I went back and watched, yeah?
LeBron! Yeah, I told you, man, I lost his mind. LeBron!
Let me land first. Then you can say, yeah? You know, nostalgia, sometimes you get caught up in nostalgia and you look back and think, oh my days, like that's mad, yeah? I'm gonna be real. And this is the only way I can describe it to people that even watch basketball, because they will understand it when I say this, yeah? Ronaldinho was like Allen Iverson. No, hear me out. Ronaldinho.
Take it from me, bro. Take it back while you can.
No. Ronaldinho, in my opinion, yeah, was like Allen Iverson, yeah? That's how I see it. Because that's when I watch basketball, 76 is Allen Iverson, no one could talk to him. Man crossed up Jordan, all of that. No one could talk to him, yeah? I look at Neymar and I said to you, man, what's the basketball player I used to tell you, man? Who he reminds me of, like the most naturally gifted. Can you, man, remember?
No.
You can't remember? All right. For all the people that know about basketball, Kyrie Irving. People that know, and what's my son's name, people? No cap, it's Kyrie, yeah? All right, cool. Kyrie Irving, for me, is the most naturally gifted basketball player that I've seen in my lifetime, yeah? Neymar, for me, when it comes to dribbling, potentially might be a better dribbler than Ronaldinho. I have to be honest. It pains me to say it. It actually pains me. But I'm gonna keep it real. When I watch some of the stuff that Neymar's done, and I saw some of the stuff that Dino's done, and this is even a couple of weeks ago, this has been on my mind, yeah. I was like, should I say it? But I thought, no, I'm gonna get crucified in the comments, you know. Them man, they're gonna finish me. But I said, you know what, yeah, bro, Neymar's dribbling is different. It's different. Go back and watch the tapes. That's all I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave it there. And if you still feel the same way that you think Ronaldinho is the greatest dribbler ever, then cool. I will hold it, innit?
But listen, you're allowed to have that opinion. Like I said,
I'm keeping my opinion,
me personally, I know, and again, people will come for me.
Neymar's dribbling is
all the Messi fanboys and all that will just like want to just kill me for it. But in my opinion, the only player I've seen in my lifetime more naturally gifted than Neymar is Big Ron. In my opinion, it goes Big Ron, then Neymar for naturally gifted.
I agree with that.
Neymar's all his shenanigans make people forget. On a footballing level, Neymar is fake. He's fake. He's actually fake. Like I don't think people understand. They get caught up in his off the field foolishness and all the diving around and all the stupidness that he does. As a gifted footballer, Neymar is fake. I'm telling you. So
here's the thing. I'm not taking away anything from Ronaldinho. You know, man, still say Ronaldinho is like one of the founders of football, of our footballing generation. I'm just talking about one aspect of the game. You know. Remember, I never said Neymar's more complete than Ronaldinho. I just said as a dribbler. When you go back and watch some of the things that Neymar can do, yeah, and the thing is, he does it at high speed. Like, as great as Dino was, Dino didn't have the same speed as Neymar, you know. What you got to remember is Neymar's like, he's lighter on his feet, innit? He's more slender. And that's where I make the comparison, bro. Neymar is literally Kyrie Irving. Like, it's mad. Like, it's mad. And some people are saying Rance said the same thing. I'm telling you, great minds think alike. And he obviously, they're just going to show you, Rance is a basketball man. When you look at what Neymar can do, yeah, what Neymar can do on the ball, me personally, no one else can do it. Not even Messi can. Because even though Messi is an outstanding dribbler. When you deep it, it's feints and normally it's down to his left side. Even though Messi can use his right side, it's normally to his left, and it's them body feints that get you off. Yeah, Neymar can do you in so many ways and use both feet at high speed. It's mad. When you can use both feet, talk to me. Talk to me, bruv. I'm telling you, I have to get it off my chest. Where is? We move.
But just quickly, look, there's 14 strikers that were all world class in the same era.
I disagree about some of those names in there.
World class. Shearer, yes. Vieira, yes. Batista, yes. Kluivert.
I didn't have Vieira's. I didn't have Vieira's world class.
Sheva, yes.
I didn't
Owen,
have Kluivert.
You don't think Kluivert was world class?
Actually, no. Kluivert wasn't. Raul was.
What?
Sheva
Kluivert
was.
wasn't world class.
In my opinion, he wasn't.
No. Elbear.
After what you man just said about Neymar and Ronaldinho, you man can't say nothing about him for a year.
Bro, go back and watch the tape. You're, bro. Dare I say it? I'm gonna flip it, bro. Ronaldinho, yes, one of the greatest dribblers of all time. He's them to arrive there, but I'm giving a slight edge to Neymar. Slight edge. I'm telling you, man.
I'm gonna be real, man. And this is for everyone watching as well. You lot gunned me to this day. To this day, you lot gunned me for saying Ronaldinho was elite. Wasn't elite, sorry. I never said what Matt said.
What? I said he's better dribbling.
Ronaldinho, bruv.
Bro, because I said one aspect of football. Man's talking like I said.
Neymar's better than Wheelhouse, bruv. That's his thing,
bruv. Go watch. What?
Do you know? That's like you just saying.
Cal.
That's like you saying someone's a better defensive boxer than Floyd.
Cal, you need to hear what I'm saying.
Oh, I heard what you said, but man, I cannot.
No, you're not. You're not. No, bro, no, what it is. All right, so this is my thing. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, go.
This is my thing when it comes to dribbling.
Go on.
Even when you say Neymar's a better dribbler than Messi, for me, it's debatable. And this is why I say that. Because dribbling at its core is getting past the man, right? But Neymar adds trickery. But Messi, for me, is more effective as a dribbler. But Neymar may look better on the eye and may use more trickery. But if we're looking at success, I'm looking at Messi and thinking, on the eye, he's more successful as a dribbler than Neymar. So even Neymar may look a bit prettier, doesn't always mean it's more effective or better. And I think that's what seems to happen a lot of the time.
Can I say something then?
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me land.
All right. Because you might have landed in some doo-doo what I'm about to say. But go on.
Ronaldinho did both. Ronaldinho was effective. Ronaldinho was the first person to do a lot of skills.
Of course, Bob. He's the father. He's the foundation.
Pioneer. But when it comes to this,
you're caught up with the nostalgia, you know.
I'm not caught up with nostalgia because I just shut down players like Vieira and Kluivert and all that. I'm not caught in nostalgia one bit.
No, Joe, it is. You're defending Dino now because you realise you stunk up the place.
When have I ever said Ronaldinho is not the best dribbler I've seen? Apart from maybe R9.
No. But again, the whole elite thing. And what I'm about to say, Cal, you see, he's talking about okay, so Messi may not be as like have the flares and the tricks, but because you're talking about A to B, the success rate is high, right? Maybe higher. But bro, we can say that about Adama Traore, fam. What? So if you're getting past,
no, we can't.
Cal, I guarantee you right now, if you go and type in Adama Traore, who successful dribbles, I guarantee you he's top 5 in Prem. So we're gonna sit there.
Do you want to go?
Go check it right now.
All right, cool. What happens if you're wrong? In fact, what happens when you're wrong?
No. If I'm wrong, I hold my hands up. Type in dribble success rate and type in Adama Traore.
You know, while Cal's doing that, here's what I think, and I think this is what like social media and new age like fandom has brought to the game. What Cal's saying isn't wrong in any way, shape, or form.
No, it's not wrong, but I'm just saying you can't.
I think effectiveness has overran people's mind because everyone's too stat hungry now. So everybody always wants it to always be about dribble completion, stat, this, that, how many, this, that. But if we're talking about in the playground, let's just keep it as raw as possible. Man, then remember, you had to make sure you brought your trainers with you because your mum will bust your ass if you mash up your school shoes. You get the ball out in the playground, and you're doing your thing in a playground. Neymar is a better playground footballer than Messi. Therefore, he's a better dribbler in that aspect. But for effectiveness, Cal's right. If you just say get the ball from here to here as quick as possible, Messi is better, right? So it depends what element you're looking at this for.
Do you know what I would say? When it comes to dribbling, Carl's right in the sense of it's about like how effective you are in terms of getting from A to B, maybe, yeah, and getting past your man, yeah. But sometimes I kind of feel like, as fans of the game and supporters of the game, it's about how you even beat your man, because we love to see art in it. If we're gonna sit here and say we don't love football being art, then we're mugging ourselves off. Because if that's the case, then we might as well sit here and say we just want to see, no disrespect to my man, but I don't know. I'm trying to think of a striker that just brings nothing, like no flair to the game, but he bangs goals. Like, it's like saying Filippo Inzaghi's like your favorite ever striker. I'll be like, cool, that's you. But I like a bit of spice. I like a bit of all-purpose seasoning to my football, innit? That's all it is. And when I look at the game, I think it's got to make me love the game. It's got to make me fall in love with the game. And man's an artist, bro. Like, Neymar is an artist when it comes to this dribbling thing. And I'm not saying Messi's not an artist, bro. But I'm just saying, when it comes to how many weapons do you have to your bow, Neymar's got more. Well, he's just different. And what's Adama's thing, Cal? Because I haven't.
I'm not gonna lie, Matt. You smoked me on that one. Adama's
top. What?
Adama's top. No, not even. No cap. You smoked me still.
That's why you're quiet, innit?
Adama, no. I was waiting for you to finish. I was gonna jump in and say I was wrong. I'm fully wrong. Adama's top. And
listen,
doesn't change my opinion though.
No, but again, that's just a head topper. And the reason I said it is because of, if I lettered that, I even would have said, "What are you mad?" Adama first. He does lose the ball a lot. But again, getting from A to B, he's kind of effective. But I don't like the way how he does it, Cal. And neither do you.
All right. So this is the thing now, though, because this is.
I'm glad we all know that, by the way, because I get a lot of smokes for backing Adama. So
this is why I say that stat means nothing to me, because if you beat a man and do nothing after it, for me, it's kind of purposeless.
Because you got
that. When Jimenez was in the box, Cal, he did do stuff. He hasn't got his guy with him anymore.
Bruv, that's one season out of his whole career, bruv.
He's still young, you know. He's only about 24, isn't it?
But that's not young anymore, bruv. There's man
out there. I mean, he's been thrown around a lot. He's had a bit of a, you know.
Oh, bruv, it happens to everyone.
Right, you know what? I don't want to brush Adama. I don't want to brush Adama. You know what? He's playing against us today, and I don't want to see Adama turn into some prime Neymar and rip us up.
No, whether he turns into or not, it's not going to change my opinion based on one game. Like, it's
no. I get that, but I was just trying to make a point of, even though like your most effective dribbler, like statistically, we may say is the best dribbler. I still look at other aspects though, like, and I'm sure you do as well, Carl. And that was the point.
All right, let me ask you a question. Who's a better dribbler, Neto or Rashford?
Oh, Neto is. I'll say Neto is.
But Rashford leads him in dribbles.
Fair enough.
Do you see my point?
Fair enough. I would say Neto is though.
Of course, Neto is.
You wanted me to say that so bad.
He's a better dribbler.
But doesn't that kind of makes Matt's point, as in Messi will always look better on the effective list, but that doesn't mean to him he thinks he's a better dribbler than Neymar to look at.
Because it's always better and easier to dribble past one person than when you're doubled up on. How often is Rashford doubled up on? How often is Salah doubled up on? Mane doubled up on? Neymar tripled up on? Messi tripled up on?
That's why I say you can only...
There's no context in some of these stats.
I hear that. When it comes to the elite players, that's why I would have said like it's easier to compare like Neymar and Messi, because when they get the ball, they attract so much attention. It's very rare that they're left on one-on-one. Someone always comes to help them, in my opinion.
Because if you leave them one-on-one, you know it's done.
They're getting smoked.
You know what though, yeah. For me personally, I don't know if it's because obviously I'm a slightly older head or whatever, but I understand that end product is necessary for success. If you don't score a goal, you can't win a football match, etc., etc. Like, I get all of that, but at its deepest core, for me, football is about beauty. Like, it just is, and I think money and all of this stuff has like ruined that element of how we look at things. For me, football is just about the beauty of it. And Neymar, it don't get better looking. Like, I'm sorry, Neymar just does what
Neymar's
football is supposed to be about.
I remember,
I'm sorry, he just does, man.
One aspect of football, I've never once sat here and said Neymar's a better player than Ronaldinho. I've not said that. I've just talked about an aspect
let me ask
of the
you both
game.
now. Do you not think Neymar's a better player than Ronaldinho?
You're looking for some clickbait stuff, you know. Listen, that Cal. You already know Ronaldinho to go. Don't even listen. We're gonna talk after the show. Don't even try it. Yeah,
couple man being quiet right now because they don't want to give their answers. But cool.
Listen, Dino.
No, here's my answer.
Dino's
the only man that you can never get me to say somebody's better than is Ronaldo, the real one.
Oh no, fact.
Dribbling, shooting, skills, whatever it is you want to say, he was the best at it. Full stop. Other than that, I'll let everyone argue amongst themselves.
You know,
Dino's better, but Dino's better. But I'm just saying, as a dribbler, bro, go check it out, people. And I'm not saying you have to agree with me, but tonight, when you get time, people, go check out Ronaldinho clips and Neymar and compare them. And you're gonna be surprised at some of the stuff that Neymar's done. Stuff that I even forgot that he did. And
then another thing I'm gonna say to those people watching those two videos, watch and see who they're doing them skills to.
I agree with Cal on that. Dino, no, I'll be honest, bro. Back in the day, defenders were way better than these day defenders. I agree with that.
But what's Neymar supposed to do? Go back to the 90s and...
No. That's not his fault. That's not his fault. But I'm not going to lie. When you've got people like Nesta and Stam and them, man, they're trying to pocket you. It's different to Maguire and Lindelof, bro. There's just levels, in it.
Man's dinking the ball over Gattuso, bringing it down and then lobbing it through to someone else without looking.
Come on, bro.
Different gravy,
That's not Neymar. That's not Neymar's fault that his competition is not the highest high grade.
Well, technically, he is. He went to Spain, bro. Sure, he went to France.
Yeah, but let's not sleep on the fact of Dino started in PSG as well. And I know Dino's done the majority of stuff in Barca.
And then went to Spain in his peak. And then Italy after that.
All right, if you want to make a comparison, which you don't want it, I'm going to let you know from now. Go look at Neymar's best dribbles in Barca. Oh, my days. Fam.
And Ronaldinho wins. Ronaldinho still wins.
What, in terms of dribbling?
Ronaldinho still wins.
Cool. Go watch the tapes.
Ronnie still wins.
Go watch the tapes. Watch the tapes.
I do it.
You're sleeping on the fact of Neymar flicked it over a man's head and half volleyed it into the net, right?
I'm sleeping on the fact, you're sleeping on the fact that Ronaldinho received the ball in the air, brought it down, dribbled past one person while one man was dragging him down and kicked at him, pushed him off, dribbled past the next man and then rocketed it in the top of the corner. Leave off Ronaldinho.
That's his debut goal, fam. But when it comes to Neymar, and again, I'm not disrespecting Dino, man, just saying go back and watch the tapes of Neymar at Barcelona. A man is going to listen. I'm not going to say no more.
Man got a standing ovation at the Bernabeu, bro.
Because he's a better player, Carl.
No, because he's dribbling that they was next to nothing they've seen before, bro.
Oh, come on, Carl, man. Come on, Carl.
I think this is a very close call either way. So I don't think there's any point.
The disrespect Neymar gets, because there are other things like we're just talking about dribbling, yeah. And I'm not even saying it's even clear, but in my opinion, I just
put him against the wrong person, bro.
No, I haven't. I put him against the right person because he's considered the best, innit? Just like how, in my opinion, Allen Iverson was considered maybe one of the best point guards of all time in terms of talent-wise. Not best, like top 5 all NBA players, but he was considered one of the best point guards, yeah? Then Kyrie Irving came along and showed him this is the new school, innit? Just go. All I'm saying is, Ronaldinho's still a GOAT. But I'm just saying, don't sleep on what Neymar was bringing to the table when he was at Barca. When you look at what Neymar was doing at Barca, no, you are sleeping on him. You've forgotten. No, you've forgotten. You've forgotten.
I haven't forgotten. I just said when it comes to R9 and Ronaldinho, no one talks to them, man. When it comes to dribbling, no one.
You know something? I could be wrong here, yeah. But you see, Messi. I think there was an interview where he spoke about MSN or whatever. And I think he even admitted Neymar's one of the best dribblers that he's ever seen.
Didn't say the best though, did he?
I can't remember the exact line. No, I can't remember the exact line. He
wouldn't have done that. You know why he wouldn't have done that? Because he played with Ronaldinho. That's why.
All right, cool. Say no.
I think people get a bit too caught up in Neymar's other antics.
Yeah.
And excuse their opinion of him.
I've not mentioned anything to do with his antics.
No, I know you're not, but I still know deep down a lot of people, they remember all the other crap and it makes them like dislike him. And I don't know, like it's Neymar's fake. I'm sorry, Neymar's
all
fake.
I'm saying is the dribbling. And again, I'm talking like if Ronaldinho was a 9.9, then 9.8, then Neymar might be a 9.9. If that, like, I'm just saying, like, there's a conversation to be had, bro. There is, whether you like it or not. You need to have that conversation. Kyle, go and watch some tapes and come back because you need to watch some tapes.
I'll watch the tapes. Yeah, I'm disappointed in both of you. I'm not gonna lie. I love you
both.
All
I said was R9's clear. That's it. That's all I
remember.
said.
Remember when you both listen. Remember when you both said you're both disappointed in me for not saying Ronaldinho's elite? It comes back to you both now.
Hey, look at Kyle. You're
I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
Nah, bro. Go back and watch the tapes. I'm telling you, bro.
Got a shout out to Far16. It's so it is Ashard's birthday today. So let's grab the track for Ashard. Shout out to your birthday today. Hope you've had a fantastic day. All right. So the next question: what are the realistic players that are under the age of 24 you would like to sign and that are realistic? And also, would it be possible to have a Kopish call-in review show as it's perfect? Unfortunately, we probably won't do a Kopish review show call-in because we'd literally be there all night because we'd have to get so many of you on when it comes to review. That's why we asked you to do your viewers' reviews after the game, because that allows you to actually get the time you need to relate to us what you believed happened in the game or what should have happened. So that's the reason why we created that one. Realistic players under 24 for me, Haaland, I think should be realistic, even though I'll be told
he ain't though, is he, bro? We got to be honest.
We know why he's not, but he shouldn't be that. Neto, obviously for me.
Yeah, I think Neto is the real one. Rafinha's actually 24, so he don't even qualify, does he?
No, Neto and Haaland. Obviously, Mbappe is not realistic whatsoever.
But I think Haaland and Mbappe go in the same bracket for us. One of them's with Raiola. We're not going to do any business with him.
Yeah, this is where you've got to change sometimes to get the best of what you need.
But you know what, though, bruv? I do watch what that guy does with his clients and feel like it is kind of just bad for morale anyway. Like, he really doesn't care if he messes up morale by just doing stupid things with his clients, bro.
You say that, but surely there's got to be he doesn't do it with all of his clients, so surely something must be coming from the clients that allows him to do it. Because let's be real, Drift, I couldn't come on here and just start saying certain things on here about you and Matt pulling me to a side and saying that can't happen. So there's no smoke about five. He's saying stuff on behalf of his client ain't stopping it. I think that's where the buck needs to be looked at as well.
Yeah, that's true. But you know, sometimes when a man is a little bit of a father figure and he's filling your pocket full of change, you just let him do it.
Nah, we don't operate like that. Let's be honest, Drift, we don't. We don't operate like that.
No, I'm saying players. I think that's why players don't say anything to him, because he's lying in their pocket.
Then that's on them as well for not saying anything. Because again, if you and Matt were saying some wild stuff on here, like, and again, I'm not even talking about banter, I'm talking about like genuinely wild stuff, like about people and stuff like that, I'd be like, guys, that's not on. And then it's down to me whether I decide to stay or go, innit? Like,
yeah, I hear that.
So,
but a lot of the time, these people have signed contracts with him that they can't walk away anyway, right?
Again, that's another thing you shouldn't be doing. Like, I can't really think of many excuses for these people, Drift. I can't lie. Like,
yeah, I'm seeing a couple of things in the chat that's really just upset me. So my mood's gone down a little bit.
Gonna read out some of these super chats. So Nisa Pongi, hi lads, hope all is well. Bless up from New Zealand. Bless up to yourself as always, Nisa. Sly Ross, are Torres and Suarez legends the way they left? For me, no, they're not legends. Top quality players when we had them, though. Drift, you disagree with that, though, innit?
I'm gonna keep quiet on that one.
No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. A-Spec Limited, differentiate between cult hero and legend.
I guess you lot have a point that a cult hero was someone who has a massive moment that helped the club with something. Doesn't necessarily make him a legend. I get where you lot are coming from. I do get that. So I kind of understand a little bit that way of thinking. I don't know. It's a tough one for me with that. There's certain men that I will call Liverpool legends that I don't feel. I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough one.
James Anderson, peace, my G's. I'm saying a legend has to give 10 years or more, but because of the Premier League Premiership win, it's flipped it. So there's levels of legendary. So Drifty agrees with you. Shout out to James, by the way. I ain't seen you in a while, James. Hope you're well. So James kind of agrees with you there, Drift.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I do think there's levels, and I know it seems like I'm just like making it easier to have certain things or what have you, but I kind of do. I feel like you can be a legend.
Sorry, I got to address this straight away. Sorry, Drew. I don't know if this is true or not, but please do not be laughing at one of our players getting an ACL injury. Like what the hell is that? Like, do better than that.
If that's
like
true,
not even to dig. Like, no, do you know? I kind of am going to dig you out actually. Like, how can you laugh at someone getting an ACL injury, and more or less, how can you laugh at one of your own players getting an ACL injury? Like, come on, man, allow it. Do better than that, man. That's ridiculous.
And if he does have an ACL injury, that's me ruined. I'm not even
like that's absolute. Like, I'm sorry. How the hell can you laugh at that? Come on, man. You might not like the player, you might not want the player to be at the club, but you laugh at someone getting a debilitating injury. Allow it, man. Maybe we're not the right channel for you. Still, maybe we're not the right channel for you. Genie Houdini.
So my screen's frozen, bro. Give me 1 second, yeah.
Yeah. Genie Houdini. If Adrian goes to every park in the UK and keeps a clean sheet for 3 summers, is he world class? No, Genie Houdini, he's not. Ace-Bet Limited. Matt is 100% right. Ronaldinho had balls stuck to his feet, but Neymar's dribbling is more progressive. I disagree respectfully. I disagree, Ace-Bet Limited. James Anderson, Matt, that's like saying LeBron is better than MJ. I think Matt probably would say LeBron's better than MJ, but again, I don't know basketball well enough to know the ins and outs between MJ.
I'm sure Matt would say MJ is the best of all time.
Okay, fair enough. Promo R9, Ronaldinho, Denilson, and Carlos made me wish I was a Brazilian kid. I agree with Matt. Neymar is small and lighter, which helps him dribble better. Fair enough. Again, disagreeing. LFC Aaron, what about the Brazilian Ronaldo's dribbling? For me, he's the GOAT of dribbling. Like, he is the GOAT.
R9 revolutionized dribbling.
He revolutionized football.
Yeah. But before him, you either did a skill and then you sprinted, or you sprinted and then you did a skill. And he was the first player, especially striker, to actually do both at the same time at high speed. And it made him absolutely next level. Like, and we're not just talking about the type of dribbling that like a Messi or a Maradona done, where, as Matt was saying before, it's superb dribbling, but it's more just about using your body and just feinting. Like, R9 would like stop one direction and completely go in the other direction, and then go back in the other direction without you even realizing what he just done. Like, it was unreal. Real. It was absolutely, when R9 got the ball, you held your breath and the whole world waited for the moment of magic. And it was just different. It was different.
Monkey King, Messi is a better dribbler than Neymar, but Neymar has more sauce. Skills, tricks, and flicks. Neymar is king. Messi's coast control is unmatched. I agree with that. I fully agree with that. Kai Lewis, as brothers, we always want to look good first and be second. Messi is clear of Neymar. Best dribbler I've seen from Neymar is, I can't read that last bit, Kai. I can't read that last bit on the internet, bro. We'll get shut down. Don't need that. You know what you said, Kai. Much love to you, Kai, but you know I can't read that out.
Do you know what I'm saying? Just quickly, this is exactly what the point is. Ronaldo's body couldn't actually keep up with how good he was. That is why he got injured. It was just madness.
Kyle Lewis, you know what you said. I can't say it. I'll tell Drifty and Matt off air. A-Spec Limited, differentiate between elite dribbling and ball mastery.
So read that one again, Cal.
Differentiate between elite dribbling and ball mastery.
I think Messi is an elite dribbler because he gets from A to B as quickly and effectively and as directly as possible. Pure artistry is like what Ronaldinho and Neymar, what Ronaldinho did and what Neymar did, where like
you said mastery,
there's a street mode in there, like it's playground mode. Like I'm here to have fun. I want everyone watching to understand that I'm gonna embarrass you while I'm doing what I'm doing. Like it, you know, it's hard to put into words. It's almost like you've just got to know what it is.
I disagree with your definitions, Drift. So, like, for me, elite dribbling would be what you said about Messi, but also I think Neymar's an elite dribbler, but they're completely different dribblers. Mastery is what I'd say someone like a Zidane or someone of that ilk who you could kick the ball to them 70 yards and they're going to trap it first time or do a madness with the first touch and they're going to manipulate the ball how they want it, but they don't necessarily beat 2, 3, 4 men. Even though Zidane could do that, but that's what ball mastery is. It's defining the position potentially, but also using the ball to dictate the game. Like Iniesta, ball mastery. Like he wouldn't always dribble past 3 or 4 players. He could do it, but he wouldn't always do it. But you still know he's going to do something with it whenever he gets
it. But you know, Iniesta's dribbling was ridiculous.
All right, Xavi.
Yeah, I'll say Xavi's more ball master.
Xavi's a ball master.
Yeah, Iniesta was the type of guy that would just take on 2, 3 men and just put them all on their backside.
But Bergkamp's another one. But Naldo, shout out to Naldo, Bergkamp. How many times have we seen Bergkamp turn a man without even moving from the spot he's in? And then he just dinks it through to someone.
You know what, yeah? I know this sounds like a wild thing to say based on how much we've all got a problem with him, but I would say Bobby in our team is ball mastery.
Not this season.
No, but I'm just saying in general as a footballer, he uses the ball beautifully. Like he's so elegant. Like forget he doesn't score goals.
He's the best in our team. He's the best in our team.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say he's elegant. A ball master.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, no, I would say it's ball mastery, bro. When he's on form and he's on his thing, because we're remembering this crap version of him, and it's like screwing us. If you think about peak when he was Bobby, bro, it was different sauce, bro, when he was doing his thing, bro. He's a real Brazilian when it comes to that. Do you know what I mean? Like, give him the ball and he'll show off with it.
No, I hear that.
But we're looking at this crap version now, and it's making it hard to think about it.
Thiago's another one, by the way.
Oh yeah, pure ball master.
yeah, that's a ball master. Shout out to John Sean. Neil H says Football Italia Channel 4 days. You know it, Drifty. Aye.
I managed to get goosebumps. Are you mad?
Khalil Hassan, who's better, Mo or Neymar on everything?
I'm gonna get all the smoke for this, but Neymar's just better than Mo.
If you talk about talent and Neymar, if you're talking about actual effectiveness and what happens on a football pitch, then Mo.
I still don't agree, bro. If you go and even try to look at statistics, Neymar's still chomping up the numbers, bro.
Yeah, but again, you got to ask where he's doing it, bro.
No, but bro, the 2-3 years he was at Barca, he still had the numbers, bro.
But that was 2-3 years.
Look at his Brazil numbers, bro. I think he's their second highest goal scorer of all time.
Can we revisit the Neymar thing? Because I want to come back proper.
Yeah, we can. But bro, if you think about all the people who played for Brazil, the Romarios I think Neymar's second on the list, bro.
No, I hear that. I do hear what you're saying. And again, it's me saying Salah's better is not me saying Neymar's rubbish, by the way. Just
Salah's a better professional. I mean, that's a fact.
That's what, but that was the question. It's everything, not just what you better on. Just I don't know. I mean, it's swings and roundabouts. Josh T, did you see the picture of the all-time top goal scorers for each position? Risa and Stevie G are in the team. No, I haven't. Josh T, if you've got my social media, DM that to me, please, and we can do a little more.
I would definitely think Risa would be like he's got like 11 goals in one season for us as a left back.
Yeah, from left back, yeah. Nisa Pongi breaking same team as the Leipzig guys we move. Yeah, we are going to speak about the Wolves game. Don't worry, people. We are going to speak about that. Gangan Deep says Ronaldinho is different. You guys remember a Kocha, his dribbling was cold too. Dino at PSG, #levels.
Aye, a Kocha. Aye.
Problem.
JJ.
Problem. Mason Industries. And Neymar is R10's seedling. Enough disrespect, Matt. I said he's seedling.
Man said this is offspring, you know. To be fair, though, I reckon Neymar probably would say that Ronaldinho was who he watched. He probably would.
Yeah, but loads of players did. Like Coutinho probably did. Firmino, all these players of this generation, Ronaldinho's probably their guy. And obviously,
Coutinho's dribbling.
Remember, Ronaldinho, he's called Baby Ronaldo. Like Ronaldinho translates to Baby Ronaldo. So, Khalil Hassan, do a World 11, one player per team with 7-man bench. Yeah, go on then, Khalil. We'll probably do that as a separate video. Go on, Khalil. Go on then.
We got the international break coming up. Why
got
not?
The international break.
Go
on then. Go on. All right, let's move on to the next topic then, before we speak about the Wolves game. I think we'll start, so we don't end on this. We'll start with the whole Mo, Salah and Mane fallout from the athletics piece. Now, this is a tough one to speak about, isn't it, because there's so many different things that have been thrown around and accusations made. But
yeah,
we're just going to speak about it from our point of view.
I think people want to create more of a story than there is between these two. And I mean everybody. I'm not talking about the athletic. I just mean even just normal fans, rival fans. I just think everybody wants to make, or maybe they kind of hope there's a story there because it would be good banter and it would be top level news or whatever. I just think they're two bad boys who play in the same team, who might not see eye to eye to the best thingy, but I still see them high five each other. I think this whole they don't pass to each other thing just got amplified because of how angry Mane got in that game when Salah was actually literally being greedy as hell. But there's still loads of examples of Salah passing to Mane. So I think
there's actually statistics out there that show Salah passes more to Mane than vice versa. So, and again, you've got to understand people, they play on opposite flanks. Like the quickest route isn't almost, or the best route isn't to just switch the ball to each other. It's usually playing through the midfield to get from one to the other.
And the real relationships in terms of that level is Robbo to Salah and Trent to Mane, because that's the way the team's designed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it is quite difficult to get caught up in it. I don't think there's a massive problem.
Jose hit the nail on the head. I was just about to say this. So players don't have to like each other. Suarez and Sturridge didn't really like each other. We even said that offline, didn't we?
Yeah.
I'm glad Jose said that. We were just.
Do you know what? I even read something somewhere that said that that Andy Cole and Dwight York didn't even hang out off the pitch.
I've not heard that. I know I think it was Andy Cole and Teddy Sheringham didn't like each other.
No, I'm not saying that they didn't like each other, but apparently they didn't even hang out off the pitch. And it was literally, they couldn't even understand themselves why their chemistry was so natural on the pitch, because they weren't even really bridges off the pitch. I'm sure I read that somewhere.
Sly Ross says, Mane jealous of Mo, was the main man before he came. Again, I don't think so. Like, I think Klopp's very particular in the types of characters he brings into the club. Not saying people can't change, etc., but Mane doesn't seem, again, I can only speak of speculation. I do not know Sadio Mane, obviously. He doesn't seem like a player who's going to be jealous. There may be a professional rivalry, but I think that's pretty healthy as well. Like, name me a top team where there isn't a professional rivalry.
Although, bro, I've got to be honest. There's got to be a part of him looking at him making double his money, and maybe it does get him a little bit annoyed.
double in theory. I keep on hearing conflicting reports about what Mane's on. Some say it's 100, some say it's 150.
I hope he's on 150 because if he's on 100, man, we're taking living.
No, we are, but that's like me saying Genie should feel a certain way to Ox and Cater. I don't think Genie does. He just wants his own. Like,
I get that.
And I think it's the same with Mane. I don't think Mane looks at Salah and goes, 200, how dare he be on 200? He probably just looks at him and says, maybe I should be a bit closer to that. No problem with him, but I should be a bit closer to that.
Yeah. I don't believe that there is as much of a rivalry as people say there is. Personally.
I don't personally. Khalil Hassan,
maybe a little bit of animosity in the first season when Mane realised he was getting shafted for Salah. Maybe for a little while, but then he probably got over that quickly.
Would you shafted you?
Yeah, but because think about it, we bought Mane. He was our right winger. He effectively, I know Firmino and Coutinho played their role, but he effectively was the linchpin to getting us into top 4 that season. And then when Salah came, he got put over to the other side, and it took him about half a season to adjust to the change.
He'd played on the left plenty of times for Southampton.
Yeah, but he became our right. Like, he got used to being on our right side of the pitch. Do you know what I mean?
But he was only on our right side because Coutinho couldn't play on the right.
Yeah, but he still got used to it. And then he probably thought, oh, look, why am I getting shifted? So, like, maybe there was a tiny part of him that was a little bit annoyed at it. But I reckon he probably got over that after a couple of weeks or whatever.
Yeah, maybe. Khalil Hassan, this year we need to win at Old Trafford / the Emirates. We do. We need to take care of tonight first, though. We need to win at the Molyneux.
That's something I wanted to say to you. Like, that was the point I wanted to make about about Premier League matches and why they don't matter anymore.
Can you give us one set, Drift? So let's finish the rest of the topics. We'll go on to the Wolves game. So we'll go through these pretty quickly. Nat Phillips, aka Naldini, aka Bolton Baresi. Nat Phillips is getting a lot of positive publicity at the moment, and rightly deserved. I think he's been very, very good for us. However, do you think there's a narrative going around that he's getting a lot of positive media because it could be a way of the club not potentially getting a centre back in the summer? And then I ask you, even though I know the answer to the question, if we were to keep all the centre backs we have now, do you think Liverpool will still add one?
No. Because there'll be 6 on the books. And remember, Klopp likes a tight squad.
Supposedly. Barely.
We'll get rid of 2 of them.
LFC Aaron, Suarez 13, 14 or Salah 17, 18. Damn.
I'll go for Suarez because I think that 17, 18 Salah had a little bit more help than Suarez did in 13, 14.
I may have to agree with you there, Drift. And just
by a bit.
Suarez did it in less games as well. Dinesh Karai, Liverpool lineup, same as Leipzig. Yep, going to speak about that shortly. And then the last topic we've got for the Monday Night Live before we go into the pre-match build-up. Coutinho and Dybala have been linked with Liverpool. Now, I don't think many of us expect Dybala to turn up at Anfield. However, Coutinho has always been linked with us since the moment he's left. First question is, 1, would you take him? And 2, do you think Klopp would take him back? And then 3, Drift, how much would you be willing to pay?
I feel like the ship sailed. How much would be willing to pay? Based on how much his form's fallen off, I reckon Liverpool would only offer like 30 mil or something.
Apparently Barcelona about 40, 45 mil.
That's not bad, you know. That's not bad.
You're back on board now, yeah.
It's not bad, bruv. I've got a love affair with Coutinho. I just feel like the ship sailed though, bruv. Like, I feel like it should have happened ages ago if it was going to happen. I feel like it's just been a bit too long. And not even just because of the length of time in between the problems. More to the fact as well, bro, that it looks like his career's been getting worse. So what Coutinho are we even getting the guy that we know anymore?
That's
Do you know what I mean? Like, his career doesn't look like he's been doing much, does it?
Nothing worse than going back to your ex and she just ain't the same.
Yeah. Now, it's like, do you know what? Coutinho coming back to Liverpool now at this stage would be like getting back with your ex and now she's got a kid with someone else. It's just changed everything, innit?
It does.
Do you know what I mean? Like, now you've got a baby daddy you've got to deal with, and this kid lives in the house now, and it's not the same. She's still pretty, she's still beautiful, she's still a nice girl. Now there's a whole nother, you know what I mean? Now, and if you have a kid with her now, it's a blended family, and you've got to consider other people's feelings. There's too much going on now, innit? Now, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying people shouldn't do that. I'm just saying it's a lot. It's a lot, you know what I mean? So depends which way you want to look at it.
Cyrus asking if I'm going on a Big Six show tonight. I'm not now. I'm back here straight after the game with Matt and Drift. Shout out to LRB Rams. Cal, apparently Saul is available. Should we get him? I don't think he's a priority for us. He's a quality player. I just don't think he's a priority for us. I mean, he could effectively kind of replace Milner in terms of his versatility. But I think this summer we actually need some specialists in the team. I think we need a specialist striker. We need a specialist centre-back. We need a specialist winger. Personally, I don't know if you agree or not, Drift.
Yeah, quality player, not what we need. Actually, do you know what? No. After seeing how well James Rodriguez has done at Everton, I'm not going to say anymore that I don't think players who look like they're not quite there anymore might not be able to resurrect their career.
You really want Coutinho back, innit?
Bro, I might as well, I'm ready to be a stepdad, bro.
Coutinho's a tough one for me. Nostalgia. Shall I tell you what is with Coutinho? I remember all the great he did for us. I remember what he could do on his day. I remember, even when it wasn't his day, I remember what he could do. It just worries me and just makes me think: can he get back to that level now? Is he starting to become more of an injury-prone player? And the fact of if he's getting injured at your likes of Barcelona and all that.
Could it be unhappiness, Cal? You know, sometimes when life's not going good, things happen badly because it's just how the karma of life is. That's true. But again, don't get me wrong. If anyone could bring the best out of Coutinho again, it is Klopp, because Klopp was the one who brought the best out of Coutinho before he left us. But I just think, do you get Coutinho instead of trying to get a Grealish, for example? No, I think you'd go for a Grealish, I do.
That's what I'm saying. So,
I hate to say it, I think. But then again, brother, it was only last season Coutinho was batting up for Bayern Munich. Like, I think we do get short memories sometimes.
No, I hear you, but it's just I look at it and I just think Coutinho, and again, I'm not even referencing his age.
Good squad player. Brother, if you look at the way his career's going now, I think you'd take being a Liverpool squad player than being a misfit in Spain.
Maybe, but we ain't gonna have that. We ain't gonna pay that sort of money for a squad.
It'll bring the smile back and Robert can be Bobby again. It'll bring the smile back. Another part of the Brazilian contingent.
You're saying this smile, yeah?
Yeah, bro. Look, I ain't seen that smile for a minute. I ain't seen that smile since Crystal Palace, bro.
That's true.
That was last year, bro.
You know what's mad about that mask is, my missus hates this mask because my little one picks it up now and runs around the house and calls it Uncle Bobby, and he puts it on the mantelpiece underneath the telly. my missus hates me for it, but it is what it is now. He's engulfed.
Yeah, Coutinho is good friends with Thiago as well. Just get all the Brazilians back, bro. Like, I mean, let's make it 98 again or 2002 again, bro. Let's do this.
Also, one other thing, shout out to Scott Shoulders who messaged me on Twitter. Could a lack of training with top defenders be affecting Mane, Salah and Bobby? In the sense of they're not training every day with Matip, Virgil, Gomez, and iron sharpens iron.
I think
iron
it's
sharpens
burnout,
iron.
if I'm being honest. I genuinely think it's burnout.
Hey, shout out to Demo Dre. Memories don't live like people. I'm gonna have to play that song when we come off here still.
Don't get me on my Beanie Man flick, bro.
All right, people, it is time for the pre-match build-up. Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Liverpool Football Club. So let's first and foremost get into the confirmed team news and lineup.
So you know what, Demo, man? All I can hear in my head is they always remember you.
Whether times are good or bad, it's just the memories that you had.
I'll be the man that thinks, hey, why stop this down in the past? Just remember, love it. Demo.
So yeah, so again, just to confirm, Divock Origi is absent due to a muscle injury. So thank God for that. That it's not ACL like someone decided to write in the chat earlier. Shame on you.
Yeah, don't do that to me because my heart genuinely sank. I'm not even joking. Like,
not only don't do that.
My heart
don't do that. Don't do that
and
and laugh at someone who could potentially have that injury. Like, it's a low personality trait to have. Alisson in goal, Trent, Phillips, come back. Robertson at the back. Fabinho, Wijnaldum, and Alcantara, and then Mane, Salah, Jota. On the bench, no Origi, no Firmino. So on the bench, we have Adrian, Milner, Keita, Ox, Jones, Tsimikas, Shaqiri, Reece, and Nico Williams. Pretty much got to get done with that first 11. Maybe not the midfield. Midfield, we've actually got good options on the bench. Up front.
Oh, that got me.
Yeah, no.
You know what's becoming a bit mad, Cal? Do you remember when we had 2 goalies on the bench and we thought it was really weird? You see, man, you done it yesterday.
Yeah,
it's becoming a bit mad that squads are having to like put 2 goalies just to fill their bench because of like whatever's going on. It's a bit mad.
Yeah, it's 9 substitutes named, isn't it? I mean, maybe I was being a bit harsh, but I just don't see the point of having 2 goalkeepers on the bench. And not to say that a freak situation can't happen and both your goalkeepers get injured. That obviously can happen, but that happens.
That's what James Milner's for, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's where one of your players says, you know what, I'm gonna have to do a shift for the last 15
I reckon
minutes.
Hendo could go and go. Fabinho definitely looks like he'd probably be able to go and go.
Bobby probably could.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's difficult. I mean, I do think, even if you just give one position on the bench to a young player as well, I don't see what the harm is in that. Because if we win, let's say, for example, we're winning a game 5-0, what harm is there bringing in one of the youth players on? Get them a bit of experience. You never know what could happen from it.
You know, you see Davies, yeah? Now, I know we're all really questioning what's going on.
You're going to live long, bro, because I'm just about to ask you. Go true, bro.
Do you think, that it could be a matter of, we take for granted that footballers go to different clubs, go to different countries, and we just like, you're a footballer, innit? Get on with it. But when you've been at a certain level, I think we underestimate pressure and personality clashes and just all of those elements. Do you think Davies, they thought it might work, but after watching him in training, maybe he's like overwhelmed and that Klopp's thinking, oh shit, this isn't going to work because mentally you don't look like you're going to be able to cope with this pressure, or because it is really strange that he hasn't featured not even for 5 minutes, bro. Like, he hasn't got any game time whatsoever. Like, nada. Like, bro, Origi's got more game time than him, and it looks like Klopp don't ever want to play Origi, bro.
I think Sly Ross may have just answered what I was going to say. FSG really did buy Davies to make some profit. Davies was going into the last 6 months of his contract, if I'm correct.
So you think it is like buy for 500,000 and sell for 2-3 mil and just make profit?
Drift in the summer, in January, we were in a defensive crisis. You do not bring in a player with the idea of going with a project. You bring in a player who's ready-made right now to step in. Anyone should be getting pulled back a little bit, it's Kabak. He's come from a different country. He's younger. And he's been in a very bad performing team. Davies, I don't know what happened there. I'm going to say it's down to profit. But honestly, I think it's down to profit. Plus, they did that to kind of say, we've got a centre-back sharp, to put it bluntly. We've got a centre-back, turn him into a diamond. You do that with all the other guys.
Yeah, that's the case, man. That's just so wrong, man. That's just so wrong.
You can't tell me that we brought in a defender during a crisis and said we want to give them time to adapt to our game. Come on, man.
But this is the problem we had, though, Cal, because the two centre-backs that we were buying clearly weren't what we needed for the situation we were in anyway, innit? So it makes the whole thing just look mad, whichever way you look at it, bro. Like, we needed ready-made players, and we went and got one really young player and one inexperienced player. Well, both of them are inexperienced, but bruv, I'm not even gonna lie. It's a bit weird, man. It's a bit weird. And the thing is, if you look on the clips that are available, Davies looked like the better out of the two. Like, if you actually look at I know obviously that's not how you judge it, but what I mean is, if you do look at it, he looked like the better defender of the two. And he's the one that is just a no-show, bro.
Jeff, I'll be honest, the Davis signing has really wound me up. And again, not even just looking at it from a Liverpool perspective. You're Ben Davies, you've secured a dream move, and what have you got to show for it? Like, I'm gonna be it just doesn't sit well with me. And again, I know people might say we're being a bit reactionary, but we bought in January? We're in the middle of March now. Our next game after today is not until April. What are we waiting for? He can't even make the bench.
It is strange, man.
Not even the bench. With how depleted are. You're telling me Reece Williams gets on the bench over Ben Davies?
That's mad, isn't it?
But that's... Sly Ross said we're shopping at Poundland like Arsenal now. But again, Arsenal aren't even shopping at Poundland. They bought Gabriel in the summer. They bought Partey. They just got Odegaard on loan. Like,
Odegaard is looking like a very shrewd piece of business.
It is. It depends on whether they can keep him or not. But you know what? If it means they get Europa League again because they've signed Odegaard, then it's worth it. Which is a very real possibility now. So again, it's like, I don't want to see Fabinho back as a centre-back. I definitely don't want to see Henderson as a centre-back when he comes back from injury. So what are you saying? Is Reece Williams ahead of Ben Davies in the pecking order?
Which would mean what was the point in buying Davies if that's
exactly. You're wasting 6 months of Davies' career, plus you're wasting... And again, I know it's only going to be it's only 500k, but it's 500k plus wages that we didn't need to spend if that was the case. We didn't need him if that was the case.
It's such a strange situation what we did with the two centre-backs. Such a strange one. Buying inexperience to try and get you through until the end where you're trying to win a Champions League and stuff. It's mad. I don't know. Let's not go back down that one. But just to get it off my chest, it would take me a minute, bro. I was looking at the fixtures, yeah? And of our last 10 games, I would say Man U, Arsenal, and Aston Villa are the 3 games that we probably won't win. If you're basing it on like our form and everything like that, yeah. But the way we're playing, we probably won't win any. But you know what I mean? Like, just those are the ones if you're looking at it from the opposition and the quality and whatnot. So I was like, right, we'll win 7, and then who knows what happens in the other 3. So I'm just going to act like there's 21 points that we've got based on those 7. And even that, I'm just being wildly optimistic because winning 7 games between now and the end of the season after what we've been through is being... But I'm trying to be as Liverpool positive as possible. Yeah. Bro, the points total that we will be on if we get those 7 wins is only 7 points more than Leicester currently have now. So what we would be asking for us to make top 4 is for Leicester to only get 6 points from 10 games. Let's face it, never happening. So then you go down to Chelsea.
So Leicester, where are Leicester in the table? They're not fourth though. Who's actually fourth spot? Is
Leicester are third.
Chelsea.
Leicester.
He's fourth.
There's no point me saying Man United because we won't catch Man United. So Leicester's third, then Chelsea's fourth.
Actually, no.
So Chelsea, our points total is, I think it was 12 or 13. I can't remember. I'd have to go back. That Chelsea would need to get what our maximum total is. Chelsea are going to get 13 points in 10 games. There's no point being stupid to think that that's not going to happen. Fourth is actually done, guys. Like mathematically, I did the workings out. It's done. There is no way on hell Chelsea are not getting 13 points in 10 games and Leicester aren't getting 7 points in 10 games.
Triff, can I just ask you, why did you bring me on Matt on here to tell us this stat and embarrass us in front of the world, bro?
Because this is the only place I get to talk without it being to myself, making me look crazy, bro.
No, but how do you think it makes me and Matt look now when we have no?
I don't know how we should all feel. We're a Liverpool family. We should all feel the same, bro.
And he's frozen as well.
He's frozen.
No, I'm back.
I thought man dropped the mic. You know, I thought man just dropped the mic and walked.
So all I'm saying to you lot is, don't give up. Don't have like a defeatist mentality with regards to, let's try and win as many games as we can. Like, I get that. Matt's right. Matt said that last time. Let's win as many games as you can because you never know. Football's done some weird things, and that's what it is. But in reality,
obviously.
In reality, it's done. It's so done. So I ask you lot, 10th, and we can try and win the Premier League with no distractions.
Everyone's talking about this Dino compilation.
Or Europa Conference League next year. We might be playing on Friday. What are you saying?
I've been quite clear. I want us to focus on the Champions League. I wouldn't mind using the Premier League for the rest. So I did a members video on this where I said I wouldn't mind seeing certain fringe players get a sustained run in the team now, so that we could actually see whether they do have a long-term future at Liverpool or not, and also resting a lot of our key players for the Champions League.
Guys, I know I've missed like literally the last half of the show, whatever, but I'm guessing the lineup. I'm gonna take a guess.
Same as Leipzig.
Well, yeah, I think we said it on the preview.
Yeah,
I think
no Origi on the bench though. No Ben Davies on the bench.
Origi's injured, man.
And no Firmino.
What?
Yeah, people tried to lie and say that he had an ACL, brother, and my heart actually sank. But apparently it's a muscle injury.
So no Origi on the bench and no Firmino either.
No, can I say something? This might be a mad theory, but I remember Arsenal went through a period where they had a sustained amount of injuries, right? And they had to resurface their training facility. I think
bro, they gave us the Breda who was the reason.
But they literally had to resurface the training facility, bro. I think there must be a situation that is going on. If all these players just get injury after injury and they all seem to be muscle.
Hold on.
Because there's a difference in running on grass and concrete. If you run on concrete over a sustained time, you're going to do damage. In the same way, if you run on grass, you'll do less damage. But there must be something. Maybe I'm on a mad.
We've run on two because remember we spent half the season at Melwood and half the season at AXA. So there's been two totally separate surfaces.
I feel like the injuries have got worse though.
Since we got to AXA, yeah. But again, it's not about where you are, it's about what you're doing. And it makes me feel like, well, what are these men doing in training? Like, is it a full-on like man go to the gym and it's a UFC thing, Carl? You know, like you walk into man's gym and see what you got? Because I don't understand what's going. Like you just
WWE settings, bruv. Man, them are just at the water cooler, just having a little talk, and someone comes out of nowhere. Oh my day! It's just like, it's like, you man, can we stop these games, bro? We got a game on Saturday. Like, what the fuck?
Oh,
go! It's like, and you know, Ox is probably the one doing the commentary. Oh my god! Virgil, don't do it! Don't do it! Oh my God, Naby's broken in half. Oh my
God. No! Naby's broken in half.
Kairos 1.
Oh my gosh.
Says Monday Night Football talking about Haaland and Mbappe, FSG watching Daka videos. Obviously, we're not watching. Obviously, I'm gonna be honest with you. So that has been. We can't spend too long on this because the game's coming up. Dak has been mentioned a lot, and I don't want people to think I'm disrespecting by saying I don't want him. I'm at a point now where I want the best of the best. I don't want a player that needs to come in and we need to develop.
Bro, I'm gonna say this. Drifty's done, you know. He's still thinking about the
leg kick to the kitchen.
Yeah, he's still thinking about the cooler.
No, there's a new one. Now there's getting those Poirier leg kicks to the kitchens.
I said he's washing up his favourite mug, you know. Someone just comes up and just blasts him in the back of the bro. My God.
And he's not even checking him. He's just doing a corner in it, acting like it's hard. See,
bro, you can't check a kick you don't see coming, bro.
But what I was gonna say, yeah. What? Sorry, Cal. What was the question? Sorry, what was it? Did you say again? Sorry, what was I gonna say? I completely forgot.
It was about Patson Daka. Before I do that, man, let me read out some of the super chats real quick.
Cool.
So Agopa says, you can't have Heskey and Gale in the intro and call them legends while disputing Origi, who has done more. It's a blasphemy. Remove them from the intro, then removing nothing from the intro. You make us an intro, then you can remove.
You man are harsh, you know. Imagine that we brought you, man, Emil Heskey and Gale, yeah? And you man are saying, "No, just take them out." Like, allow it.
Demo Dre, they're very nice people. They were bloody good to
Trust
us
me.
as well. Demo Dre, Chelsea, Andrew City, Villa, Arsenal, and Leicester. They'll be fine by then, I reckon. Though. Dinesh Karai, Leicester still have City, West Ham United, Chelsea, and Tottenham to play. And then Kai Lewis says Drift didn't Leicester flop last season the same way. I don't think they're going to flop again this season.
I think they're a year more experienced now, though, man.
Do you know what? Someone just made a comment about Patson Daka, what you was talking about before, Carl. And I'm going to be real, people. And when I say this, yeah, I need you, man, to deep what I'm saying and not just think of the surface, yeah? Patson Daka, for what he's doing right now, is sensational, what he's doing, yeah? But let me tell you something, people. We are Liverpool Football Club, yeah? And this is no disrespect to Patson Daka. No disrespect at all, yeah? Liverpool Football Club should be going for the players that are at least like a world-class elite level. When I'm talking world-class elite level, I'm talking about we should be in a conversation. So when Neymar is stalling over a contract, we should be a name that's mentioned. When Mbappe's decided not to stay at PSG, we should be in that conversation. When they're talking about, if Haaland doesn't get Champions League football, regardless of what we're doing, but because we're so big, we should be in that conversation. When Lionel Messi goes, you know what, I've had enough of Barcelona and their directors and where they're going. I've had enough. I want to go to the Prem and show up. I want to go to one of the best teams in the world. We should be in that conversation. When Rafael Varane, another centre back who is at Real Madrid, whether you like him or not, but in terms of like his pedigree, whether you like him or not, his pedigree, what it shows for, we should be in that conversation if he's stalling over a new deal. I'm sick and tired of us having to think about the alternative or the player that hasn't been gemmed yet, the player that hasn't broken through or he's about to blow. I want the player that's there and now. Like, why have we got and again, I'm not trying to say you have.
Sorry about to cut you. And again, this is why I've got to rebuttal a few things that people have said. Sorry again to cut you like that. Man.
No, it's cool.
So
cool.
Again, so people say Daka's coming from the same place Haaland did, and he's got a same or better goal scoring record. Stuart Downing came from Aston Villa in the same season. Ashley Young went to Man United. Who turned out better for the respective clubs? Like, just because one, and we could all see who was the better player. Ashley Young was the better player. Even at that time, he was the better player. Just because he's coming from the same club doesn't mean he's better. For everyone saying is Patson Daka's this, Patson Daka's that, because he's coming from the same place that Haaland did and scoring this amount of goals. We've got someone who we brought from that club and didn't do it for us in Minamino. Now, again, I don't want to sit here and say if we sign Daka, I'm not going to be happy and I'm not going to support him. Of course I am. But again, if my options are, or the ones I want are Haaland, Mbappe, Martinez, for me, Daka doesn't touch that list. He doesn't touch that list. He's older than Haaland, if I'm not mistaken, by quite a bit. Haaland was, 18, 19 when he was racking up those sort of numbers. Isn't Daka about 24, 23, 24, if I'm not mistaken? Again, if I am mistaken, apologies.
Yeah. Why is someone saying... Sorry, Cal, I've got to say one quick thing and I'm going to let you finish your point.
Yeah,
Ads, I'm not even digging you up, bro. You said Minamino doesn't get game time, though. There's a big difference, yeah?
That's because he wasn't doing enough to get game time.
This is what I was going to say. We trust Jurgen Klopp on my line, Ads, yeah? So if he sees something in training, he's going to reward you. He's going to reward you if you do something. The fact of the matter is this. I think I can sit here comfortably and say Minamino would have never been like a Haaland or an Mbappe. He might have had talent, and he's got talent. Not saying he can't be a good player, but he's not on that level that we should be aspiring for, in my opinion. Sorry, Cal, I had to say that.
No,
and again, I'm not even going to add. I just wanted to just say something.
And again,
because...
to John Sean, again, this is not me digging up. This is a rebuttal I've had quite a few times saying, who's to say he can't become a great player? Yes, he could. Yeah. But Haaland's great right now. Haaland is great right now. As we sit here right now at the age of 20, 2 years younger than Daka, he's European proven and he's great right now. Hence why I want Haaland as opposed to Daka. Because Daka he's a player who could come in and he could do brilliant, but he might not. If Haaland was to come in tomorrow, I think the chance of him not doing well is probably about 10%. If I'm being honest, about 10%. Especially the way we're set up. And let's be honest, we've seen what Klopp does with a top striker. Lewandowski, we've seen it. So I just want us to sign the best for a change. Why is that such a hard thing?
Because I can't help the way my brain works. Daka, he'd fill a hole. Yeah. But I wanna if I'm hungry, I don't just want to eat to not be hungry. I want to enjoy my dinner. Do you know what I'm saying? This ain't I'm a celebrity, a man's just on the beans and rice thing. I actually want to enjoy my dinner.
Massive beans and rice, you know.
So do you know what Daka is?
Man didn't say rice and chicken.
Haaland is McDonald's. Mom, can I have McDonald's? Can I have McDonald's? I'll make you a burger when we get home. Daka's the burger when you get home, bro. I want him McDonald's, bro. It's real. It's simple.
Bro,
Man, I don't just want to be eating for protein and nourishment. I want to enjoy my dinner.
Bro,
I'm sorry. FSG's got us out here way too much. We're just eating for protein and nourishment, bro. Them man are going to starve to death. Give them something to eat real quick. But we're getting treated like a prisoner now. Nah, man, come on, man. Man wants to. I want the gourmet, bro. Now we can't keep on just going to this. I'm sorry, we can't.
But bro, this is why I name certain names here, because we've been conditioned to think, because Jurgen Klopp is such a great coach, it doesn't matter if we don't go for the best. If we get someone who's not the best, we can train them up to be just as great. But why do we have to do? Does Klopp, let's be real, yeah? If you said to Klopp, would you take a Neymar or would you take a Jota? Let's be real. Behind closed doors, Klopp might say Neymar, and that's because he feels like the talent is there. He might have to obviously coach him to a degree, but he knows the level he's at already. Let's not get twisted, people. Coaches love coaching, yeah? But there does come a point in their careers where they do feel like, right, it'd be nice to have the ready-made player where I've just got to make a few tweaks and not have to change man's whole game to suit what I want to do. And I kind of feel like Minamino, dare I say it, was a project for Klopp. Yeah. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But Drift, let me give you an analogy, Drift. Yeah, Jurgen Klopp is I don't know, the teacher, the student, whatever. Yeah, he's giving Minamino, that's homework, fam. Man doesn't always want homework, bro. Man just wants to just do his thing in class. Neymar's a thing that he can do in class, bro. Minamino has got to take home and put in the rucksack, sit man down, and when you want to watch your TV and your YouTube, he's got a school man and tell man what to do. Whereas with Neymar, he could just say, Neymar, do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to tell you X, Y, and Z. Neymar goes to school and does his thing. Minamino was the child that you had to take home and nurture and treat with care. Not every time the manager wants to do that. And that's why I think people get confused.
It's real. I can't remember the teacher's name in Stranger Things, but you know when they keep hollering at him, asking him science questions, he's like, I remember one time he was about to beat, bruv, and he was like, what? It's night time, like, what's going on?
He's
getting in the way of his beats and all sorts. It's like I'll talk to you in class tomorrow, man. Like,
bro, listen, Jurgen Klopp is the best manager in the world, yeah? Sorry, can I just quickly? But again,
yeah, go on, bro.
Again, I'm pretty sure Jurgen Klopp at some points has wanted players that are theoretically complete, and he just wants to tweak to his style, not having to go with a player that he kind of has to nurture from, like he has to birth that player, because he's thinking, we're at the top now. Have I really got time to nurture this player? And dare I say it, Ben Davies, fam. Look at Ben Davies. And again, there's no saying Ben Davies might not be a good player, but do you want to know something? Klopp is probably sitting back thinking, "Right, man's got to show man everything before he can even get going." Do you know how long that is? We haven't even got that many games left.
Ganga Deep said, Cal just sent you stats between Saka, Foden, and Neto on Insta, currently being discussed on Sky Sports. Interesting look. Let me see if I can have a quick look. Give me a sec.
Game's nearly upon us, people.
The game's about to start, fam. Yeah. Start 50 yard.
Yeah, no, just back onto Daka. Look, again, if we get Daka, he gets my full support, as any Liverpool player who walks through the door. But I just can't. I can't say I want him at Liverpool. I genuinely don't. I'd rather have an alternative.
I know we're saying Daka because we kind of know deep down that we're just never going to get a Haaland or an Mbappe. And I think that's why I say it's the conditioning thing.
The way we
it's the conditioning thing. Yeah, because we always get that player that we have to build up.
It's like even people saying names like Koletikar and stuff. I'm not saying these defenders might not be good, but let's be honest. If we were to sit here and ask you guys right now, what centre backs do you want? If what's your dream scenario? What's your top 5?
You're not saying my man.
Many people wouldn't be saying Koletikar.
You're not.
So why is Liverpool we doing that?
Why are we
and again,
that?
I'm not trying to say I know more than Klopp because I don't. That's obvious. And you know, if Klopp wants Koletikar, then by all means, go for it. But as fans, we have a right to an opinion as well. And my opinion is that's not one of the top 5 centre backs we'd pick if we got the choice.
Agreed.
And I think Klopp knows his football as well. So like, that's where my frustration is with this whole Daka thing. And again, I know people say, look at his goal scoring record and all that. But it's, again, not to shade it, but I'm not going to sit here and like big up the Austrian league. Like, it's only now Haaland's getting the recognition because he's doing it in Germany and he's doing it in the Champions League.
That's why they're bringing it back to my man.
Like, how much did Haaland get sold for? Was it 18 mil or something like that? Why was that? Because he was destroying that league at a much younger age. But you can't go and spend 50 mil on a player from Austria because it's a player from Austria. Whereas now he can command pretty much what he wants at Dortmund because he's from Dortmund in Germany, a top tier league.
Listen, I say this year, Patson Daka might go on to be, dare I say it, one of the best strikers of his generation. We don't even know that. But all I'm saying is this, people. We're in the here and now. We're in 2021. And I think, in my opinion, Jurgen Klopp is not going to be here, for the next 10 years. So let's try and get some players that are at a certain level already where we haven't got to take a gamble. That's all man's saying, you know.
No.
Where we can just go there and strike while the iron is hot. Like, we're one of the best teams in the world. I know this season we haven't shown it, but when you consider like the last body of work for my last 4 years, there's not many people that would say no to us, innit? But the only reason we can't speak to those type of players is because of financial reasons. And that's the bit that hurts because I've always said, we are Liverpool, we should be going for the best. Like, literally.
Should be eating the big tables.
When Man United, Chelsea, Man City are linked to these players, we don't batter an eyelid. But when soon as Liverpool are linked to the player, everyone goes, oh, you man ain't got no money.
You know? You're going to have to sell someone first.
Yeah, come on, lad.
Can I just say something? You see in the summer when Man United were linked with Sancho, I never not heard one report come out saying if Sancho goes there, they're going to have to sell Rashford or Martial or Greenwood or Dan James. They didn't have to sell Dan James.
Nothing.
Like, yeah, if we go for a Haaland, someone's got to leave. Like, come on, it's conditioning, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
Let's do better, people.
All right, the game's about to start, Cal. We move.
I'm going to say we're going to round up this. Game is about to start. Obviously, we'll be back after the game, giving you that spice, hopefully with a win. Everyone right now, put your prayer hands in the comments. Praying for Liverpool.
Come on, boys.
Let's do this. Same lineup as the RB Leipzig game. Yeah. Man like Matt would say, what do we say, Matt?
All right, we move, people. Let's get this done. Trust me. We get
Thanks for joining us. Smash the like, people, until a couple of hours. Stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kopish and out. Take care, people.
All right, let's get the dub. We move.